Hello, everybody. This is Living a Lego Life with Clay Green. I'm your host, Clay Green. Nice to meet everybody. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. Figured I would go ahead and try to do my first go live. Hopefully, there are some of you out there in the outside world that can actually see me and hear me as well. I think I have my microphone turned on, so that's a good start, I guess. Anyway, I just wanted to say thank you. I've been doing some video uploads to YouTube and also over onto TikTok, and everything's under Living a Lego Life. You can find me there on Facebook, Twitter, even LinkedIn. But the LinkedIn's going to be actually under my actual name, typically under Clay Green. So if you get to looking for me there, go ahead and look me up and send me a friend request. Be glad to connect. Anyway, tonight, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a live build, or at least getting one started off. The item that we're going to be looking at is going to be the Adidas Superstar. So I did a brief introduction of the unboxing of this item, I guess about a week ago, whenever I first got it. Wanted to show everybody how it looked and all, but we're going to do a live build here today. So, everybody buckle in. Hopefully, if you are watching, you have some Legos, and maybe you can set your phone over to the side, listen to me do a little talking, watch me do the build as well, maybe while you're building as well. So, it'll be fun for all of us to have a good time together. Anyway, I know it's a little bit on the late side. It's 10 o'clock tonight, so what we'll do is I'll go ahead and flip over to where you can see my workstation area, which is right here in front of me. Been playing with this. We'll get started and we'll see how things go. If this doesn't work, then we will, we'll just try again from a different direction sometime. Anyway, I'm going to flip over here. So as you can see, here's my workstation. These are my hands. Two hands. These little hands. So I got the what they call the Whopper hands, which I don't know if anybody's ever seen that commercial before, but it's Burger King, and there was a guy, that normal sized human being, but he had these itty bitty hands that held this big Whopper to eat. Also, a little disclaimer: if you hear barking, it's most likely my dogs. I have one dog that really likes to bark at practically everything that's going on out there in the real world. So it's a good possibility that you may hear her barking either at the kids that are playing out in the cul-de-sac out here, or even possibly barking at some of our cats, which sometimes get a little bit rowdy as well. So anyway, getting started. Here we have is the manual for the build. You can see on the front cover here you have the Adidas Superstar shoe. Very beautiful, very classic. What we'll do is we'll start working our way through the book here, and as we're making our way through, then I'll try to read off everything that you see on this page here, and as we go, until we start building. Anyway, over here on this side of the page, we have the original Adidas archive store, which is just a regular factory. Original from the start. In the early 1960s, Adidas embarked on a mission to expand the brand into the American market. Their U.S. distributor suggested that basketball offered the best opportunity for several decades. The sport has been lacking in any significant innovation in both design and technology, but Horst Dassler, son of the company founder, had a vision and a love for the game, so he began development work on a shoe that has become the Superstar. All I'm going to say is if you've ever worn these kind of shoes, they have zero ankle support. They're really nice to look at, but I'm pretty sure if you don't have strong ankles, you're going to turn one over very quickly. So anyway, I could not imagine this as being a basketball shoe, but maybe in the 1960s that was okay. So maybe they had stronger ankles back then. Here on the page, you'll see, and hopefully it's not too bright, but you'll see there's the timeline of the growth of the Adidas Superstar from the 1970s all the way to 2020. And as the art has merged, I think my first pair that I ever had was somewhere here in the 1993 area. I was probably sophomore in high school-ish, somewhere in that ballpark. So if you do the math, I'm 44. Yes, I play with Lego, and that's okay because I love my Lego. The 2020 version is really a kickback almost back to the original 1970s, maybe with a little bit thicker back here on the back of it. Anyway, we'll move along a little bit further. You basically see from the 1960 version of the shoe, it transitions over to the actual Lego, which I think is pretty awesome. You have foam padded tongue up here, the shell toe, which is very classic look, usually made out of a rubbery material. Um, I just absolutely love these. Let's see here. What else do we have? Deep profile ribbing gives you excellent traction. They have no arches in them, by the way, as well, it seemed like, at least to me. Famous three stripes, of course. The one piece sole is all the way from front to back, which was just very rubbery, and special high soft protect heel design. So there you go. Over here, you just got some pictures from New York, the Queen Station here, path to New Jersey from Brooklyn. Just some advertising that basically goes along with Adidas. You got a skate park over here because a lot of skateboarders you'll see that typically wear these as well. I'll also be drinking my finest iced coffee here as we're going through tonight to keep my voice going. I love coffee. I drink it way more than I probably should every day, which is fine. So anyway, let me take a hit here real quick. Delicious coffee. Anyway, all right, so moving along. Let me wipe my hands off here, wipe my desk off here, over here. It's making a mess all over the place. Anyway, so here's the designer on the page, basically showing off the shoes from 2020 and also the Lego shoe over here. I think that's a pretty awesome picture. But the designer was Florian Mueller, and it's the perfect person, it says, to create the Lego version of this famous shoe. Anyway, I also like to just stop for a second and say welcome to everybody that is currently watching. I'm glad that everybody is able to join. And so please continue along. We'll get building here in just a minute. Just working my way through the book just a hair bit. Anyway, over here, which is something you're starting to see in a lot of the Lego Ideas magazines, as well as the higher-end adult books, instructionals, is the information about your brick separator. So the brick separator is used in order to be able to take goof-ups and pull the bricks apart whenever you accidentally put them in the wrong spots. I love brick separators. I think they're great. As you can see here, I keep a collection all put together as like almost look like a Christmas tree. I learned this from one of my buddies. His name was Jay, and he is a Lego builder. He's the one that got me back into Lego after all these years, and so the brick separators are also fun to keep as a collector's item as well. So I have a ton of those, and I do love decorating my office with those. Over here, we'll see as we are continuing to build and open up the different bags, how the build will actually take place. Over here, the first bag should get us through the sole of the shoe. The second here, so I'm going to lift this up just a little bit to the camera so you can see. Hopefully, it looks like my light is almost a little bit too bright. I guess I'll have to adjust that for next time. Anyway, you have the sole of the shoe, but then it gets down here in the toe area. But there's this orange brick that's right here in the middle. And if anybody has ever stepped on a brick, I'm pretty sure that is probably the worst spot that it possibly could be for anybody to have to step on. But anyway, that's where it's at in this design, which I think is hilarious. Anyway, book 4 will put one side of the shoe on, bag 4, bag 5 will put the other side of the shoe on. Bag 6 will actually make the stand that it goes on here, as well as build out the tongue, the shoestrings, and the Adidas insignia at the top. So that will get us through all the different bags as we're making our way through with the build. So I think it's about time that we get to it. So I'm trying to figure out where the best spot for the book would probably be. I guess about right here. And then this is what we've probably all been waiting for. So bag one is actually 2 bags, which we see a lot of times with any of the builds anymore. You'll have at least a few of the bags that have more than one bag with it. So I'll go ahead and get the first tear. That fresh Lego plant smell coming out of there. Wonderful. Anyway, actually I can't smell anything there, especially with the living here in Louisville. We have the worst allergy pollen amounts in the United States because we sit in a big dust bowl. So therefore, yeah, it's never a good day. Anyway, there's another bag, and then of course another bag inside of the bag. So I will go ahead and lay this out as well here so that we can actually take a look at what all we have. And dump those over here. The little itty bitty pieces. I'm going to put that back in there. Then I'm also going to go ahead and grab this one piece. So for some reason there was this little piece that was right here. And if you'll give me just 1 second, I am going to switch over back to the intro page just for a second. And you guys can probably hear me still yet, and that's fine. I just want to maybe turn down this light. Maybe it's a little bit too bright, making things difficult to see on the desk. Let's see if that helps anything. Everybody's like, oh, you gotta have a well lit work area. But if it's so lit, you can't see anything. That's just not right either. Helps out a little bit. That'll be something I have to work towards. So anyway, there was this other piece of Lego brick here. And this one was just laying loose inside of the box. Now, I am saying it is equal to this one that actually goes in the bag. There's a good possibility maybe they got into building out the bags and was like, oops, we forgot to stick that one in there. Just throw it in the box. I doubt that's how it is, but maybe it was. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to set it over here to the side, and then whenever it calls for it to be brought into the actual build, then that's the direction that we'll go. I'm just talking away here. Alright, so I always like to try to lay things out a little bit of organization by color. That usually helps with me being able to find stuff a little bit quicker. I'm not one of these speed Lego builders that you see a lot of times on the internet that's like, I built this thing in like 12 seconds. No, that's not something I'm really interested in. Brick separator. I'm not that guy, so hopefully you will stick around while I slow build, and you're not looking for somebody doing fast build in order to get through these. Anyway, I think we'll have a good time anyway. And of course, you can, if you're watching me on YouTube, you can always go ahead and put stuff inside of the comments. I'll be glad to go ahead and try to respond to anything that you might be putting in there. So the first item that we're going to be looking for looks like it's going to be a 8x2 piece, and that looks like that's 8x2. Yep. So okay. So we're looking at that, and a 1x2 is going to go right here on the end with it. So we need to build one of these. On to the next page. Alright, and then the next thing we're looking for is this pink piece. It's going to go on here like this right here. And then we are going to flip it. And flip it, smack it. Alright, so this piece is going to go right up here. And then there's another one that looks just like it. It's going to go right over here. Okay, so that's all the way up to step 3. Then we are going to need a couple of these items, which is a angle. So that one goes there. This one goes over here on this side. Nope. See, we're not looking for perfection here, but we are looking to not have to completely pull it all the way apart in order to be able to build back on it again later. So that one is that one. And these angle ones that's the ones that I always get a little bit stuck on with being able to get them separated exactly just right. So those are exactly the same. Good times, good times, good times. Alright, so that one. There we go. That's what it's supposed to look like right there. And then at this point, we are going to get a couple of these items here. So this one is going to go over on this side over here. I hear one of my doggies sitting outside of the door. Sniff, sniff, sniffing away. Alright. Daddy hears you out there, baby. Alright, so now that we have all this here, we're going to flip it back over. We're going to get this big gray plate that's going to go right in here. Now, I don't know if anybody else has been watching, but watching Lego Masters, I think this season has been exceptionally entertaining. Definitely been some good builds so far this year. Comes on Fox, so if you have a chance to watch that, definitely go over there and throw some support behind it so that we keep having further seasons of that enjoyable show. Alright, so the next one here, we need this rectangle plate, which is going to go right here. Stick, 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 stick. Alright, and then we need this piece here to go over here. And we are continuing to build out the shoe sole. Might have to give me one of those little hammer things I've seen a lot of the Lego builder guys using. That's another something to invest in eventually. Never had to do it, but I have so many Legos that I still have to build. But I wanted to get something going, and I thought this would be a good start for us. Just because so retro, so much of a wonderful throwback to my youth. I used to love listening to Run DMC, things along those lines. In the music days, way back in the day. So anyway, put this 1x4 on here, and then we will need. Where are we at? Here we go. I think this is it. Yep, this is it. Okay, so then we have this other angle here. Alright, so now that we have that, we need another one of these. And that is going to go right in this area here. And then we need another 2x8, it looks like, as well. It's going to build out this back portion here. Boom. See where we're at? Doing good so far? Do my thumbs up sideways there. Thumbs up straight towards you. Good stuff. Face is itching, guys. Goodness gracious. Went and got a haircut earlier. I haven't had a chance to shower the excess hair off of me, and man, it itches. Do not like it. Not like it at all. Alright, so let's see here. We might need another one of these little angles in just a second, but let's get this item here is going to go right over here. We're making our way towards the hill fairly quickly. Let's see, not that one, but this one. Angle goes right there. And then we need, looks like a 4x8 here. And that is going to go in this spot right here. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright. Another hit of the coffee. Sorry, guys. Gotta keep it going. Gotta keep it going. Stream's current bitrate. We recommend you use a stream bitrate of 9,500 kilobytes per second. Huh. Hopefully you guys are still seeing me out there. Okay, alright. So, that has gotten us to this point right here. Next thing we need to do is probably add some, it looks like 4 of these square support bricks. It's a 2x2, 2, number 3, number 4, and then they are going to go flip over here. Looks like one goes in this little square here. So it looks like we're filling in these little square holes here. One over here, one back here, and then one back here in the hill. Nice. Nice. Digging it. And we're making our ways. We're already on page 22. Alright, so flipping it over, we are going to put in this little 2x3 back here, which is going to go here at this spot. And then we need this 2-point. It's going to go, well, anyway, you're supposed to build it like this. I never seem to ever get that right. Blah, blah. That's the way you want to be. Okay, so it goes here like this, and then it goes here like this, and then I need a white plate. Nope. I can already hear my wife saying, Clay, you need to lay all these out before you get into the show, and nope, that would make things go by too quickly, and I love to enjoy it. Alright, so next page, we are going to put this little angle here, and then thunderstorm coming in hot. We might only get to this first bag tonight before the storm gets here, and then not get much further because I don't want to blow my computer up with the storm. Alright, so gonna have to put you back on hold. Be right back in just a second, guys. Gotta let the dog in. Okay, alright, we're back. Back to the show. My dog, for some reason, I don't know exactly why, for years and years here, well, she's only a couple years old, maybe 3. Anyway, she had no fear. Loved to play in the rain. Loved to play outside. I don't know what in the world's going on. But now when it thunders or anything, or if it rains, she's just like, I need to hide because the world's at. Usually she goes to the bathtub, but lately whenever I'm in here working on anything, she's like, I need to join you in your office, Daddy, to get away from the booms. Thunderstorms, no bueno. Fireworks season, 4th of July, no good either. Alright, so anyway, she's joining. She's over here on the floor. If you hear her whimpering or anything like that, she'll be okay. She do the big baby. Anyway. Alright, flipping it over here. So this is where we're at currently. We have a very flat sole of the shoe. Looks good though, if you ask me. I like that hot pink up in there. So anyway, the next thing is we're going to put in 5 of these little 1x2 blue blocks. So it's 2, 3, nope, 4, 5. Okay, and so they go right back here. One right there. One at an angle there. One going right here. Going to skip these red dots and then go over here to this. And then one up like that. There you go. So if that thunder starts coming through on the show as well, I do apologize. I have no control over God, what he does. He has his own thing going on. Anyway, I'd hidden the sticker inside of inside the bag here as well. Or in the bag. Shoot! Inside of the book. So I'm going to put that up here on the front of my computer just to get it out of the way so it doesn't get lost. Nobody wants to lose no stickers. Anyway, alright, so the next thing we're looking at is 2x8. It's going to go right here. Push it in there real good. And then there's a 1x8 here as well. I don't know if that's what they're actually called, but, you know, it's 1 wide, 8 long, so I just call it a 1x8. Works for me. Hopefully it works for you. Anyway, alright, so then we need another 1x2, which is going to go right here. And man, that thunder is getting loud. There's 1x3. And then a 1x1 is going to go right over here in this spot here. Alright, and so that is all that. Next, we are going to put this fat block here. It's going to be a thick 2x6. And it's going to go up here on the end. Starts holding all this together, giving it some structure up at the front. This little flat brick here is going to go in this location here. Then we need a couple of these plates. One is going to go here. And the other goes over on this side over here. Excuse me. Alright. Then we need this yellow set. It's going to go up here and hold all these together. I just love how Lego actually, they think things through so well. I mean, you have all these singular lines here, and in order to give it some structure and support, then they give you this one item that goes across here. This 1x6, and it then holds all these together. It keeps them from popping out of place, things along those lines. Adds a little bit of stability to the overall builds. I think that's it's fascinating to me. I don't know. I used to not think like this. I used to be a much more laid-back person, but the older I get, the more I enjoy structure in my life. To me, it really helps out. Looks like we need 7 of these flat blue plates. Let me get all these over here. There's 4, 5. Oh, and 6 and 7. Already got the other 2 up here. Derp. Alright, so this one is going to go here. This one is going to go here. This one is going to go here. This one over here. And then this goes back here. There we go. Alright, so that is everything on that page. Moving along. Alright, we're going to start building up a little bit of arch support here, it looks like. So, next item that we're going to do is we are going to need this portion here. Seems to go right in, right in that area there. And then there should be oh, here it is. It's a thick 3x1. So I'm just going to call it that. And then there needs to be a green. That's 4. We're looking for 3. Alright, and so this item is going to go here. And then we are going to have this item going here. And then we're going to need another one of those. Going to go here. Still building out that arch support. And then thick 1x2 goes here. And then this thick arch is going to go in there. Need a couple of these. 1 and 2. Alright, so this goes here. The other one goes here, and it should end at the gray there. Very nice, very good. We need a thick 1x1. And let's see, where's that at? Oh, here it is. Thick 1x1. Nope, it does not go there. It's going to go back here at the end of this blue. And then we're going to put the heel. This goes here. And then we need another thick 1x1. Thick, 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 thick. Well, it's always right underneath my nose. But I'm going to go ahead and put this here because I know it's going to go there anyway. That goes there. Now here it is. Thick 1x1. I'll lay this down here and give myself a little bit of leverage there in order to be able to squish everything down. Alright, so everything's there. And I think that is all for this page. Now the next thing we are looking for is this 2x3. And it needs 2 1x2s on it. That are green. Okay. And so this item is going to go oh, right over here, right beside this blue plate special. And then we are going to put this angle here and another angle over here on the other side, right across from it. And then some 2x1 greens, 1 and 2. This one goes in here. This one goes in here. Nice. Digging it. I am digging it. Next page. Alright, so I'm going to start building out a little bit of the front end here. So we need this angle here. It's going to go here. And then there is this thick 3x2 here. Then we have this. Actually, let's take this over here. It goes in this spot here. Excuse me. Alright, then we got this angle that goes over here to build out the nose or the front end of it. There should be this here. It's going to go over here. This one will go over here. Alright, alright. We are getting caught up fairly quickly. I think we're making great time on this actually, and the thunder has stopped just a bit, so that's always a plus. Alright, so the next thing we got is there's this plate that points out that's got 4 on it and needs a 1x2 stuck on the front and bottom. And then right above that, it's going to need a flat piece. Gets added on. And then we're going to take this, it's got the little grooves on the top of it, and that goes on there. There's this element that is yellow. It's got a single point on the end of it. So I need to make 2 of these. Alright, so I've got that one. And then I need this 1x2 on the bottom again. The flat. The part with the gears. I think I'm going to have to get the camera down here just a little bit closer soon. Alright, and this 1x2 or 1 point element. And so this is going to go. Oh, there's the thunder again. Never mind. I spoke a little bit too early. That one goes there. This one goes over here. Okay. That. And then we need a part that I am not seeing. Oh, here we go. Alright, so got this one here. This is going to go right on this red point here. And then there's another one of those. Somewhere. Here we go. Alright. And then looks like we need 2 more of these that go over here on this side over here with this. So that goes there. And then this one goes over here. Alright. So maybe switching over to the me camera. So this is what we're looking at currently. Okay. Continuing along. We are on page 31. Moving so quickly, so quickly. Alright, so the next thing we need is going to be, looks like we are going to put some more definition to the back. I'll flip back over to the show. So we're going to put this item, it's going to go back here. Now that's fireworks. Oh, my poor puppies. They're not going to be happy tonight. Daddy gets no sleep. That's all I'm saying. My wife's like, she's out of town today, so. Anyway, good times there. Alright, so got that portion built in. I need one by one. Looks like it goes over here. Fill in this gap here. There we go. Alright. And then, let's see here. This is going to go right here. And then we need a 1x2 for right here. And then there's a 1x3 and a 1x4 that need to go in here. Where are you, 1x3? Oh, hey, Taco Builds. Hey, sorry. I do apologize. Yes, I do look at the chat. There are times whenever I get so involved deep down inside of doing the actual build that I completely start missing it. This is my first actual go live, and my first time using Facebook, or not Facebook, but YouTube Live as well. So I'm not used to doing the live thing. So I'm just getting started. But So thank you so much for joining. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying the build. It is definitely an interesting set. If you didn't see my first video where I introduced myself, I also do the unboxing on this item, which is it's probably one of the most fascinating items that I've ever bought as far as Lego goes, just because they built it out exactly as if you were getting a pair of shoes at, say, Foot Locker or wherever you get your shoes at. So I think it's I was just blown away with it. I mean, all the way down to the details of like the paper that they wrap shoes in whenever you buy them. So anyway, enjoy the show. I'm going to continue on. Please look over my stumbling of words now that I've got an audience. I'm really blown away here. So continuing to build. I'm having a here we go. There it is. 3x1. All right. So this is going to go in this area here. I'm pretty pumped. I got somebody watching. Sorry. It's just good stuff. It's good stuff. Y'all make me proud. I greatly appreciate it. So we're going to go ahead and put a 1x2 on here. I think it's I think anybody that enjoys watching build Legos, you're probably a good person. Oh no! Here we go. This is when it first starts wanting to fall apart. Use the leverage spot here again, just to make sure that everything is in a good spot. Sometimes you just need to, give it a little bit of flattening there. All right. So back to it. So those pieces were added in. Let's see, what else did we get? We need a 3-part angle here. That's going to go. All right. And so I think that covers all of those pieces. Let's see, make sure I'm not missing anything. Well, you guys may actually get to see me do one of those, oops, I missed a spot, and go back through it again eventually, but for the moment, that's okay. Alright, so we need an angle with 3. It's going to be this one here. That goes there. And then I need this 3x1 blue. It's going to go right here. And then I need another one of these angles. It's going to go in this spot here. Alright, and then there's a 2x3. It's going to go right here. Okay, and then we're going to have, let's see here. This is going to go here. Oh boy, there goes my dog after something. Hopefully everything's okay. I'm going to bring it back around on this side over here. And then, alright. Man, they're really doing some fireworks tonight. 4th of July's over with, guys. Come on. Alright. And then, not that one, not that. Here we go. Alright, this piece is going to go in here. And it's getting thick. Got a thick sew. Alright. So, looks like that builds us all the way up and around through page 33. And it's coming along really well. Alright, so I need another 1x1. It's going to go right back here at the back. We're going to continue building up the hill, it looks like. And Taco Builds, if you're still watching and you have any friends that love Lego, tell them to go ahead and swing by, and feel free to watch the show as well. Everybody is welcome. This is open to the public. I try to keep a clean channel here where everybody can enjoy the builds. And so would appreciate any subscribers that want to watch over here. I'm also over on TikTok as well. So if you want to see some of my TikToks, you're more than welcome to go over there. I'm not one of those guys that's going to be dancing around and things along those lines like a lot of TikTokers. I have them over there working to get 1,000 subscribers so I can do this live there as well. So I'll do the live for TikTok here, and soon enough I'll be getting over onto doing it on Facebook as well. I just wanted to get us started here for tonight though. Anyway, and I'll just upload this to Facebook afterwards. Alright, so I'm going to bring these pieces over here so I can get a little bit better view on them. Alright, so I'm going to need this item here, and this is going to go right back here in this section. And then I need this 4x1. It's going to go in this gap here. And then there's a 3x1. It's going to go in this gap right here, making up a very nice hill. Alright, and then I'm going to put this angle in here. It's going to go right in this gap. And then this is going to go in there. Then this is going to go in this gap. We are winding quickly to the end of bag 1 here, which is kind of sad, but also exciting as well. Alright, so this is going to go right here, and then I'm going to need this item, which is going to go across through here. Oh my goodness, puppy dogs. Alright, so I think that is all of page 36. Alright, so now we're going to do some flat pieces. So there's this flat piece here, and it's got this 2x2, which is going to go on one end of it. That is not the right one of those. I need the longer one. That goes there. 2x2 here. Okay, so this one is going to go over here on this side of the hill, as you can see here. It's nice and smooth. And then this smaller one here that I had originally grabbed on accident, it's going to get this 1x2 here, and it's going to create like a little arch here so that it can go on this other side. Alright, where did you go? Where'd you go? Here it is. It's always right in front of you, right where you can see it so that you can't see it. Alright, so then this is getting locked right into this spot here. Okay. Alright. We have to work on the lighting for you guys a little bit more on the color angles. That almost looks like an R down in the bottom of that, like a JR in the bottom of that shoe for some reason, or an IR. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna get these flat pieces here for the heel. This one goes here, and this one's gonna go over here on this side. And then we got another one small here that goes right here in this end of the heel. And alright, so then we're needing this smaller piece, which is going to go here. Then it looks like there's a little angle that goes in here. Do the same thing over on this other side over here. I think putting that one angle in first is going to make it a little bit easier to do that. Sometimes the optical illusions of how these actually lay out in the book versus what's coming out of my hands when I'm putting them together just throws me off just a hair bit. Okay, then this is going to go here, and then that's interesting. This side is going to actually have a flat L shape, and then this little angle here. Fill in that spot there. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, 2 of these, one of those, and one of those. Alright, making good headway. Good headway. So, just checking my chat, just making sure that I'm not missing anybody. Taco Build is the person that's hanging out with us tonight. I really appreciate you joining. Alright, so we're going to take this and it's going to go in here. The first official Adidas. This is printed on there. It's not a sticker, which I think is just amazing. So that means that, oh man, that is just great. The brand with the 3 stripes. And then it's got it also, I'm guessing, in Francais and German. Yep. There's a video on YouTube. It's I think it's hilarious that goes through how something is said in one language and how it sounds beautiful, like in French, and then they have it said by somebody in German, and it just sounds hilarious because it's all the way the words just sound. Anyway, now we have the actual Adidas. Nice. That's solid. That is just gorgeous. Man. Lego, you really outdid yourself here, brothers. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And I have so much more to share with you guys. I'm just, this is only the, this is just the pinnacle. I mean, this is the, the beginning. I can't wait to share these builds with you all. I just think you're going to just have a blast. I'm going to do some stuff as far as get you guys involved with being able to, vote on what you want to see me build next. Because I've got a lot. I work a lot, and so that's why I build Legos. Or Legos. I'll do that all the time, by the way. I know it's Lego, and I'm sure somebody's going to correct me, and that's okay. But anyway, I build Lego because it's very calming and peaceful to me, and that's something that I need a lot of because I work in a very stressful job, and I occasionally just need to be able to breathe. And this helps me with remembering breathing is a good thing. Alright, so let's see here. We got this portion here. It's going to go down through here. This little angle here needs to go right there. Alright, so we moved that down through there. Then this square is going to, let's see here, let's put this L in here. This square here. This is going to go over here. Start, maybe move it this to there, this to there. That helps out a little bit. As I said, you guys are my guinea pigs. You're the first ones that are to watch me, so we're learning as we go on how this live stuff works. and we'll get there. It'll become more entertaining and more clean and more polished as I go on. Not saying that I'm perfect, but I have literally studied and worked on trying to learn how to do some of this stuff for the last year. Beating myself up saying, who's going to watch me build Lego and things along those lines. And then finally I got to a point where it's just like, if nobody watches, that's fine. I've got all these Lego that needs to be built, and so I've got to get around to it. And if somebody wants to join me, then that is a blessing in itself. Okay, so guess what, guys? That gets us through bag number 1. I'll flip back over here just a minute on this camera. Get my shirt here, y'all. I want to be looking at my chest hair. Anyway, so this is what we built today. We have the Lego shoe sole. And sorry about the... there we go. Quite a bit of reflective on the lighting there. Comes back around this way. There's from the front side. From this side over here. It's almost an inch thick on the build. There was a few additional pieces that are inside of here. So we got an extra kind of just a flat square, a flat angle, a 1x1 white, and a 1x1 blue. There's typically extra pieces in a bag. I'm not going to joke that sometimes you find out that, oh, that piece actually should have went in there somewhere. So I typically roll back through the book just to take an additional look, just to kind of make sure that hopefully I didn't miss anything and it's not buried too deeply inside of the build that is going to cause any kind of issues. I built the Star Wars Ultimate Collector Series Slave 1 Boba Fett ship. And yeah, there was a piece that I missed right kind of out of the middle, and I had to take that almost all the way apart. That was not fun. Anyway, let's see what bag 2 looks like. Here we go. It's a single bag, and it's small. Y'all want to build? Why not? We'll put these additional pieces over here because we may need them in the next portion of the build. Switch back over to the show so you can see everything down here below. Time to do some opening. So, let's dump these out here real quick. And then I can't wait also until Lego gets to the I believe next year when they're going to start putting out all these items inside of the more paper-like bags, because I'm not a big recycler or anything like that, but I'm not a tree hugger or whatever you want to call it, as some people call them. But I hate that we have like 6 billion bags that we are constantly having to like throw away when we do a build. So I would be okay when they start doing the recyclable bags, at least when that time comes. I know that they're also working on bricks that are made out of recycled plastic as well, which is exciting. I'm looking forward to that one as well, for doing what we can for Mother Earth and all that good stuff. But at the meantime, I will just keep building the way it is. But someday we'll get there to trying to help save the world. All right, so let's move on into bag number 2. As you can see, much smaller as compared to the first that had 2 different bags in it. So we have this one long one, and I'm hoping that looks like the correct number. Looks like a 12-parter, 12, yeah. And then it needs a 1x2 over here on the end of it. I got the hiccups tonight. went to a restaurant here in Louisville with one of my buddies called Roosters, which he sent me a message, said, "Hey, Clay, you want to go grab dinner with me and my son? We're going to be going to a place called Roosters." And I was like, I thought it was like Hooters or something like that. And that's not one of I mean, to each their own, but it's not one of those places that I really go to anymore now that, especially I'm married and stuff. But so I was a little worried about it, but when we got there, it wasn't anything like that. It was a good little, I don't know, almost like a roadhouse kind of restaurant. So I ended up getting. They had great wings. I mean, they blow Buffalo Wild Wings out of the water. Um, so I was highly impressed with their wings tonight, and brought some extras, my leftovers home, and I've been eating on them. But not only that, but I'm still eating them down here as well in my stomach. So they are right there hanging out with me. I need us another sip of coffee. I do apologize. Grabbing the sip. Delicious. So I drink a lot of coffee, like I said earlier in the show, um, and so I do iced coffee. I don't drink like warm coffee unless I'm visiting my mother back home in Tennessee. And but I typically have like iced coffee with, it's got ice and the sugar-free vanilla creamer in it, things along those lines. That's my addiction. But okay, so looks like we've got to build this up here. So it needs, and these are the ones I always end up messing up on, just to be honest with you. If I want to mess up on this build, it'll be right here in this spot, because there's a whole lot of 1x2s being stacked on top of each other with the wrong colors, most likely at times for me, and then I'll get the additional portions put in the wrong spot, or I'll miss one of the 1x2s. Never fails. Never fails. Alright, so... Ouch. Okay, so that was that. That was that. Yep, see, I already told you. That's what I did. Alright, so I didn't have to get the brick separator out. That was a plus. Alright, so I was supposed to build this. Then I was supposed to build this. And then I needed to put this on top of this gray. And then... I see what they've done. I do see what they've done. Now it makes sense. Sorry, you got some dead air there for a minute. Alright, so they had me building this, then build that. Now I am going to need the brick separator. But I am wondering if maybe I could just do it like this. Oh my goodness. Nope. Alright, it's going to have to stay. And, wow, really, brick separator? Wow. That thing was seriously on there. Okay. Alright, so brick separator over there. Just got to remember these 1x2 here's to be worked on. Alright, so this is going to go here. And this is going to go right here on this end so that it can make this double stick. And then I need this. Yep. It's going to go... Nope. This one. What time we got? Alright. That's going to go there. And then it's going to get this over on top of that. It's a 1 by 12. And then here's our next opportunity to kind of mess up. So this, and then this is going to go on top of this. This 1 by 2 goes on top of that. Alright, then that's going to get hooked over here. Okay. 45, 46. Okay, then we need this 4 by 1 thick. And then I need this thick with a item sticking out on it here. And then there's a 3 by 1 in here somewhere. Here we go. And then there is this item here. It needs to go out this direction. Okay. And then this is going to get this 1 by 2 over on top of it. And then another one of these gray right here. It's going to go on top of that. And then it gets a red one on top of that, 1 by 2. Then it gets another one of these on top of that. And then this 1 by 2 here is going to get... What? Yes. Alright, so I was going to get 2 of those. That issue is solved. I don't have to take that apart. Alright. There we go. Alright. That saved that problem. Okay. Man. Intense building going on here, people. Alright. Alright, so this is 1 by 2 is going to go here. And then we're going to have this, looks like a 1 by 10. Fills in that gap there. And then we need this longer 1 by 12. Goes across that to hold all of that together and give it strength. Give me strength to do what I need to do. Alright. Lord, come on now. I don't know how many times in the last few days I've had to say the word Lord. Lord have mercy. It's just been stressful. I ain't gonna lie. Because lying's bad. Get you in all kinds of troubles. Build. 4 by 1, 4 by 1. Then there, and then this thick one. That goes on there. And then I need this that has a point heading out to the back side here. And then there's a 1 by 2 here somewhere. Here it is. We're definitely building up a wall here, I have a feeling. Looks like. Alright. And then this 1 by 8 is going to go right here in this spot to hold all that together, give it some strength. And then moving along. Alright, then we're going to get this flat piece that's going to go across here. Make it nice and smooth. Gorgeous. Okay. Alright, so now we need to build this. Looks like a 1 by 6 on top of a 1 by 6. Which is right here. And then here it is. This little stick out item here. And then a 1 by 4 is going to go over here. So we've been going for about an hour. I think we're doing pretty good. Making good time, making good time. Then there should be another 1x6 in here somewhere. 1x4, 1x4, 1x6. Okay, and then this flat part's going to go across the top of all that. Alright, and so this is then going to go up here on top of this, across this little area. Very nice, very nice. Hope everybody's having fun. If you're having a good time tonight, drop some comments in the chat. I'd be much appreciated. I'll say hi to you. Definitely looking forward to having everybody here with us tonight. This is good times, good times. Alright, so this is going to 1x4 with the extra items on the side of it here, and then it's got a 1x1 with a couple of extra pin points on the end of it here. Then this red, it's got the 4 on the side of it. It's going to go beside of that. Then we're going to have this tan that's going to be facing outward from this direction. And then we're going to get this 1x4. It's going to go across the top of it here. Boom, 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 boom. Then that's going to go on the end here. It's a little water hose looking angle. And then it gets a 3x1 on here. Sorry, just listening real quick. Sounds like the rain is now starting again. 4x1. Good thing I let the dogs out before it started. That way nobody has to go out and get all wet and nasty. Alright, so now we have to build this piece with this 1x2 green. And then we are going to have these 1x1 thick spots on here on top of each other. And then this 1x1. Okay. And that's going to go right in this spot here. Connected to that. We've been having some of the craziest rains. I don't know if we're getting the storms coming off of the coast, moving up the Mississippi River here, up on top of us, or what's going on. But every day for like the last week and a half, it's just been somewhere in the middle of the day just dumping on us. So we do appreciate the rain, of course. I mean, we could always be in a situation like out west where it's in a serious drought or super hot. So we'll take it. We have a crazy amount of tomatoes in our garden this year. We had gotten where we were throwing our leftover items, old tomatoes that we didn't get around to eating or something like that, outside. And basically, their seeds returned back to the earth, and now we have a plentiful amount of tomatoes running out our ears. So, thank goodness we like tomatoes. Alright, we are making good headway. We are almost finished with this. This is going to go here. And this one's going to go over here on this end. And then these are going to go, looks like this right here. Sweet. Okay. So, flip this around here. This is going to go right in this gap here, it looks like. And then this one It's going to go on this gap here. Oh, I can't believe that works so well. That's pretty neat. Okay, so this blue is going to go up here at the front. This is going to be funny. And then this one just goes somehow just like this right here. Just like that. That is so strange. Why would they put a just why? A Lego right in. I mean, if you step on that, it's gonna hurt. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right. Well, I think that is getting us through bags 1 and number 2. Bag 3 down here looks a little bit larger than the others. So I think for tonight, I am going to go ahead and call it a night so that I can go ahead and take care of my cats and my dogs, things along those lines. I really want to say thank you to everybody that joined and watched tonight. Taco Builds, thank you for the comments. I greatly appreciate you joining. I will go ahead and put another scheduled show on, so make sure you are liking with the like button, with the thumbs up. You are hitting the subscribe button on the YouTube channel. If you'll do me a favor, go over to TikTok. If you have TikTok, find Living a Lego Life there and subscribe so that I can get to the 1,000 subscribers on that area, so that then that'll allow me to be able to go live there. And I think that I would probably prefer to go live there as much as I would here, because there is a very strong Lego community that is growing in the TikTok world. So definitely starting to enjoy how that's going in that area. So anyway, thank you for joining me tonight. I definitely have enjoyed working our way through the first 2 bags of this this Lego build for the Adidas Superstar. And I look forward to getting us another building and hopefully knock out the other bags, most likely on the next show, which I'm thinking should probably be tomorrow. I will put up a schedule so that everybody can find it. So anyway, thank you once again for joining. I hope everybody has a great and wonderful night. Stay safe, and until next time, we'll see you real soon.